Can I ask you about mens rea, to pick up on Justice Gorsuch's questions, for prosecuting someone now? What mens rea showing would the government have to make to convict someone?
So I think the relevant case is Staples, and I think what the court held in Staples is that you have to be aware of the facts that render your weapon.
So even if you are not aware of the legal prohibition, you can be convicted?
That's right. But that's true of all machine guns. I mean, all different sorts of devices. I think the distinct problem here is the one that's created by the fact that the agency was previously saying that these were not machine guns. We acknowledge that those people who, in reliance on that...
That's going to ensnare a lot of people who are not aware of the legal prohibition.
So I guess I don't think so, Justice Kavanaugh. I think the ATF, one of the reasons, to Justice Gorsuch's point, this is an interpretive rule that went through notice and comment. The reason was in part because the agency knew that it had previously been saying something different. It wanted to maximize public notice. This is something that's gotten a lot of attention.
Why not require the government to also prove that the person knew that what they were doing was wrongful, was illegal?
Yeah, well, I think that's not the understanding that this court adopted in Staples. If the court wanted to revisit that in another case, a criminal case, you could. We haven't briefed that question here. But I think to the extent that you're concerned about that, it's not a concern unique to bump stocks. We mentioned all sorts of other devices, the forced reset trigger that we mentioned. The problem of people coming up with devices that they think get close to the line but don't go over, but that in fact go over the line and turn them into machine guns, isn't new and could come up anywhere. The problem here, we acknowledge, is ATF used to say something different about these, but we think that's taken care of by the rulemaking and the doctrine of entrapment.